Apollo and Artemis. They are two of the many children of Zeus. Apollo, the favorite son of Zeus, was the god of the sun and music, while Artemis was the goddess of the hunt and moon. But before they became a god and goddess, while still in their mother's womb, nobody wanted anything to do with them. This was because everyone was afraid of the wrath of Hera, who at the time was the current wife of Zeus. While Leto was going into labor, nowhere and no one in Greece was willing to offer shelter. She had to wander around desperately and aimlessly while enduring the labor pains without any help. What's worse was that throughout her pregnancy she was pursued by a giant serpent called Python, making her have little to no rest even to that day. After a long while of wandering helplessly, she finally found a somewhat safe place where she could give birth. There she managed to give birth to Artemis all alone in the secluded spot, but there was another child coming, and she was getting too exhausted to continue. This is when Artemis, who was just born, had to take charge of her mother's labor. With no experience or training, since it hasn't been that long since she stepped into the world, little Artemis had to assist her mother, and thus Apollo was then safely delivered. Weird how no one wanted to help the pregnant lady, and that not even Zeus could do or did anything. But lucky for Apollo and Artemis, they were still welcomed by Zeus and was then given gifts of silver bows and arrows. When they grew up, there are a lot of stories of these two siblings, but this one in particular made my heart drop. Artemis fell in love with the hunter Orion, but Apollo felt really jealous for not getting the normal attention from his beloved twin sister that he did something really bad. One day, he noticed that Orion was swimming in the ocean, so he hurriedly went to find Artemis, got his bows and arrows, and dragged her to the beach. He then challenged Artemis, pointing to Orion's head that was almost invisible near the horizon, and said she wouldn't be able to hit that thing that was bobbing on the ocean's surface. Being competitive and an exceptional archer, the challenge was accepted, and this led her to unknowingly kill her love. From then on, Artemis never loved ever again.